Will a baby crying? Now imagine that baby in a time when there was no such thing as formula. Breastfeeding the baby was the only way to meet its needs and sustain life. Either the mother would do it or a nursemaid. This has been the way of human life since time began. In today's society, breastfeeding has become taboo in America. In other countries, it's normal for a mother to breastfeed her baby until the age of 3, letting the toddler wean themselves. We will explore the reasons for this change in America and why and how we should reverse it. Now, first, let's take a look at the problem. American women lack knowledge and support. When the mother is receiving prenatal care, there's a lack of education and resources provided. The mothers often expect breastfeeding to be easier than it is in the beginning. It's a learned process by the mother and the baby. There are social expectations and embarrassment that come along with the choice to breastfeed. According to the Surgeon General's article in NCIB, one of the most difficult ones is how American society sexualizes the breast. The main reason a woman has them is to provide and to nurture. This has been pushed aside, and things like breast implants have become more accepted than nursing a baby. In some cultures, there are different expectations of the mothers. Now, NCIB also states that many people have the idea that a healthy baby is a very chubby baby. So some cultures believe that they should give the baby breast milk and formula to fatten them up. Now, this is common among Hispanic culture. According to Breastfeed USA, breast milk provides all the water and nutrients a baby would need for any climate. As society has changed, so has the expectations on women. Many no longer stay at home and just raise children. They also have careers like fathers and partners. There are more single moms in today's society as well. This makes it harder to build a nursing routine or even find the time to nurse. It can be time consuming. For some women, they struggle with lactation difficulties as well as other health barriers. In the beginning, for the first 7 to 10 days, there can be pain with nursing. Now, it should only last for the first couple minutes of a session, but a woman's body needs to adjust. Sometimes the mother and baby have a difficult time forming a good latch. This can be extremely painful and frustrating. There are also frustrations and embarrassment that come from leaking milk. This can happen at very inconvenient times. In a go-go-go society, it can be difficult for mothers to find the time to correct these issues or wait for them to improve, so they just give up altogether. Breastfeeding women need support and understanding. I have heard women worry that they feel like they do not make enough milk. As time passes, a woman's body adjusts to her baby. It's a supply and demand. Babies generally feed more with breast milk opposed to formula. Now, some women make richer milk than others. Babies will be greedy for it no matter what, since it burns off faster than formula. This is why women need to nurse longer to let the baby get past the foremilk to the hindmilk where the cream and calories are. As I said before, more time consuming. Lastly, there are medical reasons why some women do not nurse. Some of them can be helped and some of them can't. A severed milk duct from any type of breast surgery can cause a reduction in supply. Inverted nipples can keep a woman from being able to breastfeed. A big issue standing in the way is an increase in cesarean births. It causes a delayed skin-to-skin contact time. Starting breastfeeding right away is the best way and can be key to success. Now that we know some of the issues, let's take a look at some of the benefits and solutions. Breastfeeding should not be taboo in America. It should be promoted and highly encouraged for so many reasons. It has enormous health benefits for the mother and the baby. For the mother, it helps her body recover much faster from pregnancy by causing the uterus to contract and shrink with each feeding. The mother will make more cholesterol for the fats being produced in the milk. This will help the mother lose weight faster from her pregnancy because she burns more calories. According to kidshealth.com, some of the greatest things that it does for the mother is that it lowers the risk of breast cancer, uterine cancer, and ovarian cancers. It lowers a mother's blood pressure and reduces the chances of diabetes and heart disease. Health benefits for the baby are even greater. There are antibodies and stem cells in breast milk. Now, according to Breastfeed USA, this can help a baby fight off ear infections, diarrhea, respiratory infections, and even meningitis. It can prevent allergies, asthma, diabetes, obesity, and even SIDS. It can be life or death, especially for a premature baby. Breastfeed USA states that it can reduce future risks of heart disease, high blood pressure, obesity, and diabetes for breastfed babies as well. Could formula be the beginning of these issues? Processed foods and obesity in America has become an epidemic that is slowly killing us. Baby formula is made in a lab to mimic mother's milk. It's processed. Read the can. I'm sure women don't produce many of those ingredients in their milk. Breastfeeding makes smarter babies. Something in the breast milk is proven to create a thicker, stronger myelinated sheath along the neural pathways where information signals travel. Certain diseases destroy these. So ask yourself, could breastfeeding help some of these debilitating diseases? With all the illnesses that it helps to reduce for both mother and baby, it is a natural life and money saver. All the money spent every year on potentially preventable health conditions could save Americans and its government billions of dollars. Formula alone costs an average of $1,500 a year, according to kidshealth.com. Breastfeeding USA states that if 90% of families breastfed only for the first 6 months, it would save the U.S. $13 billion a year and prevent infant death. Breastfeeding is something that a woman must be dedicated to. It takes some work, but it's worth it. Breastfeeding does get easier with time. It takes 22 muscles for a baby to feed. Newborns and mothers have to work together to master it. There are many techniques that can be used to make things easier and more comfortable. Being comfortable in public is very important. Over time, it becomes less stressful and second nature. It's extremely convenient. I found something called a latch-on, which has a clip on both ends, and it lays over the back of a mother's neck, turning anything from a blanket or a coat into a nursing cover. Once the baby's at the age where they start to pull that cover off, I figured out that a tank top under any shirt will keep the midsection covered. So you just pull the outer shirt up, the bra and tank on one side down, and then you just cover your breast with the outer shirt. It makes it discreet, and most people don't even notice what's going on. Now, practice makes perfect. No matter what other people think, it is what's best for the mother and the baby. Something that I really think that would help American society would be doctors and hospitals promoting it more. Breastfeeding should be taught during prenatal care so a woman has more time to become comfortable and familiar with it. Some women do not know other nursing moms, so it's new to them. They may also be young and it can be scary. I mean, teen mothers are becoming more common. They need education and support in the matter. Cesarean birth rates keep going up. Some of them are not necessary. It delays that skin-to-skin contact time with the mother. This is needed to help the natural instincts kick in. This increases the chance of breastfeeding success. Well, hospitals always have a lactation consultant available, and they should always meet with a mother after giving birth. Even if a mother isn't planning to breastfeed, this could be a final deciding factor for them. At most hospitals, they give out formula and coupons and bags to new moms. For a mother who is undecided or is finding the beginning of nursing to be difficult, this can really interfere. It's easy at the time to pop a nipple on a bottle and get the job done. This time period is crucial. This is when the mother's body is secreting colostrum. It's loaded with antibodies for the baby, and the mother should be nursing to help contract that uterus back down. So let me take a moment to sum up what I've talked about. Americans treat breastfeeding as if it's taboo, when it's the norm in other society and has been since human life began. We need to educate about the benefits, promote it, and support it. The ideals of our society may be different, but with things like lactation rooms where mothers can pump and store their milk, it can make nursing possible for even working mothers. Please remember that breastfeeding is part of biology, and that is nature. Nature is natural. There's nothing quite like holding your baby in your arms, feeling that maternal bond, knowing that you are giving them what nature intended, that its benefits will last a lifetime. I wish all mothers and babies could have the benefit and experience that nature provides.